Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPRN Radio. This is June 19th, 2020, and I am coming to you live from my studio in Hawaii. Yeah, my studio, my bedroom. Well, how is your retrograde going, guys? It's intense, I have to say. And if you don't know what retrograde is, man, if it can go wrong, it will. Mechanical things may want to break down during this time. You have trouble with communication. Appointments don't want to come together. Everything takes a little bit more effort, it seems. Things kind of people will get things wrong. It's also a time where you might find yourself seeing people that you haven't seen in a long time. And if you pay attention, I call them the retrograde people. It's a time of going inward. You do not want to start any new business, sign any contracts, start any new love relationships. You want to wait till retrograde, because a lot of times when we go direct, it can fall apart. I mean, there are exceptions, but why take the chance, right? Now my retrograde, oh my God, it has been a hoot. And I'll just share the high point. A couple of days ago, I own a rock shop in Hawaii, and I probably have the highest sidewalk on the block. Now, this is Hawaii. It's Honoka'a. Town's over 100 years old. So used to be a cowboy town, if you can imagine. Cowboy town in Hawaii. I know when I got here and saw all the cows and rodeos, and they have turkeys. I know, it was kind of mind-blowing. Turkeys in Hawaii, and I don't mean the guys, I mean the birds. I was just really, anyway, so, there was a lot of mud, and probably, the rains would come and be pretty heavy and run down the main street. So they made my sidewalk really high. So if you can imagine, let's see, 1, 2, 3 1-foot steps that goes down to where the cars are parked, to the street. Okay, that's how high everything is. So the other day, I was done cleaning my store, and I was getting ready to leave, pulling everything in, and I needed to pull the big earth keeper in, my 650-pound earth keeper. I had a jug of water in my hand, gallon jug, and somehow that got out of my hand and landed on the floor. And of course, the top fell off, and I've got water pouring all over. Now I'm going, oh my God, water on the floor. So I must have let go of the cart of the big earth keeper, because it went down all those 3 steps and right into my car door, which I was really, really grateful that it was my car and nobody else's, if you know what I mean. That would have been a big bill. And the car actually being there protected the crystal from breaking. So there was a few chips that came out of it, but it's okay. I figure, I guess it must have needed some kind of energy adjustment. However, I probably yelled the loudest F word, and I am not talking fiend or faux word, but the F word, which I have occasionally said so loud you probably heard me down the street. I have to admit, I was in a lot of shock. So here I am. I kind of moved the car out of the way. Now I got to get the crystal back on the cart. And 2 women and an 80-year-old man came by. And between the 4 of us, we actually got it on the cart. Now, this is a 650-pound crystal. I mean, and I'm not talking really big, huge Hawaiian mamas. We're talking just normal-sized people and an old man. And we got it back on the cart. Oh, my God. I'm so thrilled that we did that, and you got it back in the store, but I can't open my car door now. And you ever tried to explain that over the phone to somebody that, fixes car doors, that a 650-pound crystal ran into it? And I thought, what else can I tell them? This is Hawaii. I had a rock fell into my car, which is true. So now I'm going to have to take pictures of the of the sidewalk and the steps and my car so they understand. I don't sound so crazy. But yeah, that was my Mercury in retrograde moment. Good times, eh? Yeah, it's a time you just don't want to do much. However, we have to do so. I want you to write down July 4th, Light Revolution 2020, 1 hour. We're going to do energy work. And we're going to call down and anchor divine enlightenment to the planet like we've done and chant for 1 hour. You can do it. Basic chant is, may divine enlightenment descend on everyone now. May divine enlightenment awaken within everyone now. And we tweak it, okay? Divine enlightenment descend on all Nazis now, on all Republicans. Oh my God, so many directions we go in, you know what I mean? So that'll be the 4th of July. And I will probably be doing a live YouTube. And it'll be done somehow live on Facebook, because another Mercury in retrograde moment, I got banned from doing live video. And don't ask me why. It's a Facebook thing. It was one of those, what was I thinking? And I didn't know that would happen. So anyway, it's going to be a challenge to be able to really get this out. But we're in retrograde, so what's working or not working for us is not working for the other side, trust me. And if you noticed how many things have come up with Donald Trump and how he has lost, and now what's going to come up this next 2 weeks is a lot of old stuff, which he kind of, shoves under tables and carpets and doesn't want us to see. It's going to come up, and it is coming up. Now, guys, I've talked a little bit about this before, but, this is a quantum leap show, and we have had a quantum leap of consciousness. It's happening now. The masses are rebelling against the 1% and the police, and how the police not only have treated people of color, but how they're the mafia, the police mafia. And it's got to stop. And when I talk about quantum leaps of consciousness, we can go back, if you don't get it, 20 years ago or so, how did people look at the earth? How did they treat the earth? They polluted, they didn't care, they threw cigarette butts, garbage. And it's not like that, it's people are pretty conscious about it. That was a shift in consciousness. The Me Too movement, that was a biggie. That's where women woke up and said, oh, guys, we're done. We're not going to play like your game anymore and allow you to abuse us and for us to keep our mouths shut. That's old patriarchal bullshit, and we're not going to do it anymore. That was a shift in consciousness. And now you see another mass shift where people are standing up with the police and they're saying no more. Now, I find it really, really interesting because, how many peaceful protests have we had over the years where the government doesn't care. They don't look at peaceful protests. It's people protesting peacefully. So it doesn't move them to do anything. But put a little looting and rioting involved and things burning, and now they're going, oh my God, this is not okay. However, with this movement, people are still peaceful. And, the looters, and we can't count the Trumpers that are going out there and burning and looting to make trouble. But the police, they were caught breaking windows and setting fires and slashing tires and harming. So I call that blowback on them. Because if they wouldn't have done it, I don't think the government and all these mayors would even pay attention. So I guess we have to say a little thank you to the stupid police for the blowback, because now they're getting their comeuppance and there are changes being made. And a new way will begin. And it won't be the way of the New World Order. Oh, gag me. Not going to happen. It's going to be a mutually beneficial relationship where the police understand that they are there to serve and not hurt, harm, and kill at will. And something will be done about their police union. And I grew up with unions. I love unions, but not the police union. They are way over the top. And when those police officers can look at you and think, oh, we can do whatever we want because we're protected by the union. So, watch out. That's not a union. That's a mob. That's mobsters protecting each other. Good old boys. And all those policemen and women that didn't come into work because one of their own got caught and is in jail for what they did, excuse me, but fuck you. Stay home. Why don't you just retire, go get another job, and allow a fireman to take your place, or a retired balanced teacher, but not a bully and not a racist. Wow, enough of that. So we're going into the change of seasons, another high energy time for the planet. And trust me, the dark side is doing their work. However, I really believe that light is jumping forward. And like I said, in quantum leaps. So what I wanted to do tonight is reactivate quantum leaping the world into the golden age and do energy work to remind us what that is, so we go beyond that. And then if we have time, do more energy work on the US to help people awaken and whatever else we can fit in. So all I'm going to ask you while I'm doing the energy work is to send energy into it, and in your mind's eye, close your eyes and imagine this happening. So we're going to create a bubble of light. We're going to imagine we're in this huge stadium of like-minded people. You got people to the right, to the left. And we're all holding hands. And I'm going to invite your teachers, guides, masters, all the angels and cosmic beings that work with you, and invite them in to this energy circle, make it larger, and add their energy to what we're doing to make it stronger. So feel yourself connect with the Creator and allow that incredible divine energy to come into the top of your head, flow through your body, go all the way down your legs, out your feet, down your arms, out your hand, your spine. Feel totally consumed in this divine energy. Now allow some of that to flow out your chakras, your energy centers, and your hands into the center, forming a bubble of light. And underneath this bubble, in this huge stadium, we are going to place a huge 100-ton crystal to amplify our energy work. So in this bubble of light, we are going to put in the world, all life forms, all cosmic beings, all divine entities that are connected to the planet to help us go into enlightenment. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. I call to Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, to go forth and remove all obstacles in our path to divine creation. I call on Lord Shiva and Michael the Archangel to go forth and destroy all evil in our path or in the path of our creations. We call to the divine creator to allow us to activate quantum leaping the world into the golden age. We call to the higher selves of all the light workers on the planet and ask for permission to allow and activate quantum leaping the world into the golden age. We ask that their integration be gentle, loving, kind, and joyful, going all the way down into everyone's DNA. We call to all life forms on Earth and the Mother Earth herself to awaken and allow the activation and forward movement of quantum leaping the world into the golden age. We call to the higher selves of all light workers, past, present, and future lives, to allow us to activate and put into forward motion quantum leaping the world into the golden age. I ask their higher selves to help them remember all the joyful lifetimes they lived in divine peace, being connected and in harmony with all life forms and Creator, become fully awakened spiritual beings. We call to all rock stones, angelite crystals, and all the earth keeper crystals above and below the earth to now awaken, reconnect themselves back to the divine, and start to vibrate to the higher frequency of the divine, raising the energy and vibration of everything that is connected to the earth, to the frequency of the divine creator. Let the shift and integration be gentle, loving, and kind for all forms of life, human and elemental. We call upon the creator of the universe and ask for the permission to raise and activate the frequencies of all zodiac planetary systems with Earth's golden leap. Ask for their permission to raise and activate the frequencies of all life forms seen and unseen in those zodiac planetary systems in order for them to focus back into their higher selves and oversouls, terminate all galactic battles, and leave the galaxy in forever peace and bliss. Ask for the permission to raise and activate the frequencies of all stars and planets, seen and unseen, known and unknown, existing in the past, existing at present, and to be existed in the future, in our Milky Way and all other galaxies, to evolve in peace, harmony, and blissful way. Let all lives seen and unseen, known and unknown, evolve with the Creator's blessing and without consumption of materials and feelings of lack, without fear, ignorance, nor curiosity. Let knowingness and mindfulness be with each and every consciousness, personal fragments, higher selves, oversouls, avatars, masters, guides, and angels, all return to the light now. We give the angels permission to help all souls and life forms become more connected to the divine. See humans, elementals, and angels working together, taking care of the Mother Earth and all life forms. We call to the Creator, who have all data, past, present, and future, of our personal blueprint for healing of all thoughts and memories that are blocking and holding us back at this time. We call upon the Creator and ask for permission to release all personality fragments which have become our fathers, mothers, sons, daughters, spouses, relatives, friends, colleagues, customers, politicians, government officials, and all ancestors, animals, insects, higher selves, oversouls, avatars, masters, guides, and angels, all other life forms and consciousnesses in Earth, in other stars and planets, in other galaxies, seen and unseen, known and unknown, who may have offended other personality fragments and consciousnesses, their family, relatives, and ancestors, seen and unseen, known and unknown, in thoughts, words, deeds, and actions, from the beginning of the creation to the present, and all future potentials. We ask the Creator for unconditional, full forgiveness, and untangle all vibration and frequencies. Ask for the permission and activate the knowingness In all personality fragments and consciousnesses, ask for the permission and activate the cleansing to purify, release, dissolve, cut, and erase all the unpleasant and negative memories, blocks, energies, information, vibrations, and frequencies, and transmute those unwanted energies and information back to light. Now it is done. With the blessings of the Divine Creator, we command this activation now. Of course, nevertheless, not our will, but thy will be done. So now let's get into the quantum leaping with the same energy bubble. In your mind's eye, see this happening. Let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am. Through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call to the architect of universes, divine creators, and ask for permission to quantum leap the world in all life forms and all planes and dimensions, seen and unseen, connected with planet Earth, to let us go beyond our known potential into the greatest unknown golden age the universes and worlds of all planets have ever experienced. Let us take the best of all lifetimes, all golden ages, all worlds, galaxies, and create such a divine and enlightened planet that is even beyond the Creator's imagination. Imagine the Creator's laughing with joyful glee on this action we have put into motion with every breath we now breathe, and is snowballing, quantum leaping forward with every moment. Every time anyone listens to this prayer, let this energy work be amplified over 100,000-fold, creating a higher resonance with the creators and the architect of universes. See the blissful information and energy of heaven surrounding Earth like a golden shimmering rainbow of colors. See this energy anchoring now to the planet, all life forms, elemental kingdoms, angels, from the lowest of all consciousness forms, any trapped and stuck entities, any aliens from other worlds, the reptilian king and queen, all their seeds, including all hybrids. Anyone practicing any kind of black magic, voodoo, satanic, anything satanic and black witchcraft, all the way up to the most enlightened beings on the planet, none excluded, all included. As this energy settles in, seeing everyone's integration, gentle, loving, and kind, going into everyone's DNA, soul, memory, and dreams. As all life forms dream and create, let them dream of all times they lived in the golden age, where there are plenty of everything. Everyone is using their spiritual psychic abilities for many different forms of divine creation. No one lacked for anything. Functional families where men and women live side by side in divine harmony. Lots of laughter with everyone practicing compassion, joy, kindness, and love in action. See these dreams being brought into physical form. Anyone who chooses not to go forward into the golden age and tries to stop this energy work from forward movement, we ask their higher self, spiritual teachers, and guardian angels to step in, put them in positions of harmlessness. We ask the creators to give them special grace and unlock the doors in their minds that are keeping them from connecting to the higher frequency of light. Release all that which is holding them back. I ask all the creators to close down the reptilian part of the brain and open up the divine God brain, filling them with whatever high vibration is needed to shift them so everyone gets to go into the golden age, leaving no one behind. Send these beings and entities whatever vibration, sound, color, and memories of being connected to the Creator they need, so they gently evolve into the light. The Creator, their higher selves, and angels know exactly what each one needs and are sending it to them as we speak. See us propelling ourselves far into the divine golden age, way beyond the Creator's wildest dreams of a golden age planet. Angels, humans, elementals, and extraterrestrials working together. All veils removed so everyone's psychic potential is being developed and put into practical practice. Families putting love into action and becoming divinely functional, having everything they need when they need it. The elderly are honored for their wisdom. People becoming awakened spiritual beings, practicing religious tolerance and the positive aspects of their religion. See us working at one with beings from other galaxies and planets. We're just delighted. We are quantum growing into enlightened beings and giving us all the new tools, ideas, and technologies on how we can make this a more joyful, functional, enlightened planet, taking us beyond our divine potential. Now, the earth is being treated with much respect. The old ancient cultures responsible for taking care of the planet, sharing their secrets and beliefs as everyone listens with open minds and hungers for their knowledge, using that knowledge with wisdom. All sacred knowledge of all natural healing methods are put into practice, including all tools made out of stones, light, sound, vibration, energy. Enlightened beings are also growing healing herbal gardens. Everyone is being taught the sacred teachings, paths of enlightenment and truths. All knowledge flows freely. Gifts in music, the arts, sports, and intuitive are encouraged and allowed to be developed. Enlightened politicians and elected officials that tell the truth, acting for the benefit of humanity with limited terms of service, eventually replaced by wise local elders. The earth is a healed being at one with all life forms on her. Everyone so in tune to the Mother Earth that they can hear her sing, her sighs, where she needs extra light, becoming aware of every move and groove she needs to do, allowing her to do so, and move out of the way with grace and understanding like people do for the fire goddess Pele in Hawaii when she needs to flow. The interaction with earth and all life forms is gentle, loving, kind, and conscious. Organic food abounds, chemical-free, clean, pristine water, earth and sky. The sun and wind are harnessed in true solar fashion. Tesla's ideas and inventions of free energy being released and created with all walks of life benefiting. And people living in joy for hundreds of years if they choose. And when it's time to make transition, it's done with much joy and understanding of light evolution. Everyone, all life forms going beyond their highest divine potential. We ask the Creator to fill in whatever we have left out, to take manifesting the quantum leaping the world into the golden age, far beyond our dreams and imaginations, into the Creator's thoughts, wishes, and dreams. We ask that all who are manifesting the quantum leap be given all they need on all levels, complete protection, and be put under bubbles of invisibility so they're hidden from the dark side. As this divine idea flows outward, see all walks of life coming together in harmony and of one accord, each person and group remembering their divine missions and what their parts are in quantum leaping the world into the golden age, putting into action now. Let all the divine sleepers awaken to their divine missions and divine purposes now. As always, we put this in your hands, our architect of the universe and divine creators. Propel us into what your concept of the golden age is. Inspire us, guide us into doing not our will, but thy will be done. So be it. Fill this up with light and love energy. And we're going to take a big, deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put, again, the Mother Earth and all life forms. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call the golden solar energy down to cover all pyramids, obelisks, and all sacred objects on the planet as it flows. See this golden solar energy anchor to all grids and all ley lines underneath these sacred spots. See this golden solar energy flow through the morphogenetic grids above the planet. Now we call divine peace, divine calm, divine harmony, divine oneness, divine brotherhood to descend down through all these sacred spots now, flowing to all chaotic areas that are not in harmony with the Creator, raising that energy vibration to a divine enlightenment energy. We command Michael the Archangel to cut the god and goddess of war and chaos from the earth and all life forms they have attached to. We tie and bind them, sending them through the violet flame to clean their energies up. Send them back to the Creator, that energy. And now we're going to replace that space with the God and Goddess of divine peace and harmony. We call to all militaries on earth and ask them to stop hurting any life forms. We ask all veils and overlays that are of war be cut from everyone in the military, allowing them to become conscious beings. As they are now reconnect to their higher selves, they choose not to hurt nor harm anyone, showing instead actions of peace and kindness with a big dash of compassion. See all weapons of war breaking down and choosing not to work or misfiring, missing all their targets, hurting and harming no one. As peace descends, with it is a higher consciousness and lots of divine inspiration flowing to all peoples. See them reconnecting to the divine and being given their divine mission and divine purposes. Hope and courage to create a divine, inspired, loving, balanced governments. We call the higher selves of the ruling class and ask that Michael the Archangel cut them free of all ties they have to power, greed, and the presidencies. As this energy is cut from them, see them letting go of their power to be replaced with the light worker that will create a balanced, fair government, honoring men and women alike. As this golden solar energy descends on earth, Satan's energy diminishes to nothing. See divine peace descend down on earth now. See divine calm descend on earth in all life forms now. See divine love descend on earth in all life forms now. May divine enlightenment descend on all life forms now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all life forms now. So be it. So take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for the opportunity to serve. So we're going to do another bubble of light. And in this bubble, we're going to put the USA, whether they're reptilian, human form, hybrids, they are in this bubble. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, Through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. Imagine a golden solar energy descending down around all domes, obelisks, pyramids, and all sacred spots in the United States, anchoring that energy down to the grids and ley lines. See this high energy reconnecting all this ley lines and grids to the Creator. See this energy descending down around and through the White House, Pentagon, and where the shadow government lies. We call the higher selves of everyone in government to step forward into the light now, work for the good of the people, making divine decisions. And if they choose not to, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves and guardian angels to put them in positions of total harmlessness, letting a light worker take their place. We ask that they're given lots of thoughts, that they are now want to retire and spend time with their families. We send energy to all politicians that are working on stopping war and anything else that's for the benefit of Earth and all life forms. See them being divinely inspired with new ways to get positive action moving forward. We command the angels to give them and their families complete protection. We ask that all veils of darkness that is around anyone in the U.S. or planet that is keeping people from becoming conscious beings be removed and replaced with a connection to their spiritual selves, becoming conscious beings. We call the higher selves of all National Guard and military, asking all overlays be removed from you, so you too become conscious beings. As you awaken, you see your family, friends, relatives as people that you harmonize with and start doing many acts of kindness for humanity. The more acts of kindness you do, the more you fill up with this intense joy that makes you want to do more acts of kindness. See divine light, divine love, divine order, divine balance, spiritual awakening descend down through the U.S. now in all life forms. Fill that up with light and love. And we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And we're going to create another bubble of light, and because it's the day before equinox, solstice, we're going to create a bubble of light, and in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all Nazis. So feel that divine energy that you've reconnected with the Creator flow into the crown, down your arms, out your hands, creating another bubble of light, which you're putting in the Nazis. In the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command that all Nazi swastika symbols are reversed, so the energy now brings in peace and prosperity back to Earth and humanity. Every time anyone looks at a Nazi swastika, see the energy being reversed into its correct positive direction. We cut the ties to anyone whose intent is to misuse any sacred symbol. We call the violet flame through them to clean them up. We reconnect those symbols to the divine. See these energies being reversed to their positive, correct direction now. If the symbol was used to set humanity's collective solar plexus backwards, we now reverse direction and see humanity moving forward in light and love. I command that any portals, stargates, time portals, including the time portal at Montauk, being used for the dark purpose of manipulating time or allowing dark forces from other dimensions on the planet, be cut from those that are misusing them, closed and sealed forever, made invisible, and moved so they cannot reopen them. Imagine any machines being used for this purpose breaking down now, and this concludes the CERN. See any magic symbols and rituals being used to rent the veils between inner dimensions be rendered harmless. We ask all those who try and run vril machines become confused, so the machines don't function properly. As vril energy is corrected, see humanity become conscious and focused on their divine spiritual growth, bringing the golden age into manifestation. I ask that all that misuse of real energy be tied and bound. All Vril machines are cut from their masters and any byproduct from Vril, including any psychokinetic energy, mind altered, manipulating machines, and any Tesla invention. I cut these elementals from their masters, cleansing them with the violet flame, fill the elementals up with love, and command them to be neutral, break down, and no longer function. This includes any machines, computers connected to the LHARP, CERN programs, Montauk, any microwave, cell phone towers, airplanes, spy satellites, jets, helicopters, creating chemtrails, and any supercomputers. I ask anyone trying to misuse of real energy through the use of sound, color, water, chemicals, drugs to stop now. Step forward into the light and help us bring the earth and into the golden age peacefully. Stop manipulating humankind by creating apocalyptic energy. And if you choose not to work with the light in a peaceful way, we ask your higher self and guardian angel to put you in a position of harmlessness. We ask Michael the Archangel to cut all energy and money sources from those that misuse the real energy, redirecting that energy to light workers to put towards their divine missions and making their lives prosperous and comfortable. We cut all ties and magical contracts the Anunnaki Satan had with the Roman Vatican Church Empire and with Hitler. All concordats are now dissolved by the violet flame, healed in angel light, and reconnected to the Creator now, becoming neutral, only emit love. The energy of the First through the Fourth Reich is now dissolved. Fill that energy bubble up with more energy, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, we're going to create another bubble of light, and in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all the light workers on the planet, which includes you guys. So let there be light. We call to Michael the Archangel to cut all ties to any dark force that is around any human and all life forms. We tie and bind that dark force, send it through the violet flame to clean the energy up, send it back to the divine. We replace that energy with the energy of divine enlightenment. We ask any person who has any evil intent around you, exposes themselves in a way that you gently remove them from your circle of friends, making them a distance acquaintance. I ask that you fill up with so much light. You become a magnet for everything you need. You draw all the abundance you need to fulfill your divine missions and live a comfortable life. You pull in so much abundance, yet you have more than enough to share with others. So fill that up with light and love. And we're going to take a deep breath and release it. I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. We're going to create another bubble of light. And again, we're going to put in all light workers on the planet, which includes you. All the people that are standing up against Trump, against Nazis, against Putin, that are standing up for light, for the world, all those protesters out there, the spiritual warriors, the grannies that have good hearts, people that are standing up for children and truth. Put them in this bubble. So I call to Michael the Archangel to cut all ties to anything dark or around you and anybody in this circle, in this bubble. Remove all overlays that's keeping you all from connecting to the Creator, to becoming more awakened spiritual being. Peel off anything that's keeping you from moving forward. And as that's done, see it replaced with this divine energy from the Creator. You called Ganesha to remove all obstacles in your way that's keeping you from moving forward into the light and fulfilling your divine missions and being successful. And as all those blocks are removed, your paths are clear. You can move forward. And now let's send more energy to all the light workers. See them fill up with so much light that they draw to them people that they need to work with to fulfill their divine missions, their divine mates. They fill up with so much abundance that they're able to pay all their bills, do their divine missions, and able to share with others. We're going to call the higher selves of everyone to activate your divine blueprint for perfect health. Let that manifest in your body now. Let your divine blueprint be activated for all your spiritual gifts and magnetize to you everything you need to develop them for free. And I'm going to ask Creator now to activate your divine blueprint for abundance. And allow all this energy now to integrate in a very gentle, kind, loving way with your cells, atoms, molecules, all your internal organs, going all the way down into your DNA. So now we're going to ground, and I want you to put your feet flat on the floor and feel that good old earth energy come up your feet. And as it comes up your feet, your ankles, feel yourself start to pull back in body. Become very centered, very balanced, very clear-headed. And as that earth energy comes up higher, feel yourself becoming even more centered and more balanced. New ideas come to you easy. All right, now, if you have that stone hematite, I would suggest that you go get it so you keep grounding. And if you're a little lightheaded, you're still too high. So if you can eat something, that should bring you down a little bit. Take a warm bath, a hot bath, shower, that'll bring you down a little bit. Or you can go outside and put your hands on a tree and send all your excess energy into the tree, and then ask the tree to send you energy back, and you'll ground. So thanks for tuning in. I am going to tomorrow, for those of you interested, try to do a live on YouTube. And because it is the solstice, I've been cut off from doing live on Facebook right now. So we're going to try YouTube, and if that comes to being, we'll be doing some more energy work around, 1 o'clock Hawaiian time. So that would be 4 o'clock Pacific, 5, 6, 7 o'clock Eastern. So, it's a high-powered day. And if you can, get together with a friend and do some energy work. Or tap into some of my old shows that do energy work, which is almost all of them. There's one that I did a couple weeks ago of chanting. Turn that on. Do it. And if you need the chants, write me on my Facebook page and I will send you the chants. It's really, really easy. Let's keep this quantum leap going. So the more energy work you do tomorrow, the bigger this leap's going to be and the more magic on earth is going to happen. Enlightenment. Enlightenment, guys, is the answer. When that happens, people are connected to the Creator. All else falls into place. So when you call down that, may divine enlightenment descend around all Nazis now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all Nazis now. What you're also doing is giving those people the energy that are ready to shift, that are at that tipping point, need just a little bit more to go to the other side of light. You're giving them that energy to do that. You're giving energy to that sick person, to their life force, so they can heal. And you know, when you connect with the Creator, what that energy comes through you first and then goes to the Creator. You know, when Trump is having his little Tulsa gathering, there's a lot of unconscious people there. May divine peace, divine calm, divine enlightenment descend on all those at that Trump rally tomorrow. May divine enlightenment awaken within all those at the Trump rally tomorrow. You know, you can chant that. You know, you got to group people together that are grouped together. Should be easy. Point is, keep your focus on the light, okay? So thanks for tuning in. And again, during the week, chant. Keep that energy going. And this is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPRN Radio. And again, this is June 19th, 2020. I can't believe it's already June. We've already gone through almost half of the year, guys. So let this be the year light quantum leaps, even more than what we have, to anchor it, for it to be there, to make the changes we need, to have a lovely, peaceful, compassionate planet. So be safe, wear the mask when you have to, breathe when you can. Have a great weekend. Remember, Mercury's in retrograde, so if it's not going right,